Hey guys, it's Nick and thanks for tuning in to Long Island Wargaming, and this video is just going to be an update on the composition of the army opposed to the models. So I just want to go through it. The general is going to be a Slaughtermaster level 4 with more magic. One of the ideas I was milling over was something that one of you guys threw out there was bring the Lord of Heavens, because the Comet is great, the reroll is great. There's a couple different spells in there that really work nice with this type of army. The issue is I would just need to bring another 100-point hero so I can get somebody with more magic to take that placeholder, because you need to use more magic, at least one of the two casters, or um, at least one caster in the army has to take it. So I'm going to go with this for now. I threw on Rune of Preservation, it's spelled incorrectly, and a scroll. Now the Talisman of Preservation is the 4-up ward save. Mixed feelings about this. I could down it to the 5+ one and save some points. The thing is, though, he's already toughness 5 with 5 wounds. I mean, he's already pretty resistant. He's going to be in a unit that has a Lookout Noblar, so that's another 2-up save versus cannons and things that can do heavy damage. So let me know what you guys think about that. And he will have the scroll. And then the Bruiser, my BSB, he's going to have the Flame Banner. I didn't give him anything else. I can try to rework some points to give him a great weapon or an Iron Fist for armor and ward. That should be something I probably do. I just got to figure out where to pull the points from. So those are the two heroes, Caster and BSB. So for core, I need to have a small chunk of guys. I have Iron Guts. I only have 5. The real reason why I have the Iron Guts is so I could put the Slaughtermaster in there, so it's a unit of 6. I've got a command in case I have to deal with, say, Blood and Glory. I've got Fortitude. I've got the Lookout Noblar, so he's safe with that. But then I've got Banner of Discipline. And then, just to double check, the Slaughtermaster has Leadership 8, so with the Banner of Discipline, he'll have Leadership 9 that he'll give out, as will the units themselves, because they usually have Leadership 8, so they'll also have Leadership 9 for themselves. So that works out nicely. And then I'll be able to, create that small radius of leadership for my units. And this is going to be a tight army. It's going to be together pretty damn tight. And then I have 2 units of trappers, unit of 20 and units of 19. These guys have some substance to them, so I mean they can technically deal with an oncoming something or another and hold them up just based on a couple ranks. As long as they outrank their enemy, depending on what they're fighting, they'll be stubborn and they'll have leadership. But I mean, these things can become annoying if I go ahead and cast magic onto them. And that's something I want to go back to, is the magic once I go through the rest of the list, because it's going to be pretty useful. So I've got 2 units, 2 little blocks. And then I've got 5 units of 10 guys with the trappers, so these are going to be the difficult terrain test guys. They're just going to get in the way and hopefully kill some guys. They're going to be great against hordes, because the odds of failing a difficult terrain test when you've got 50 guys is great. And then the beef of the army is 3 units of 8 Leadbelchers, no command or anything. There was an idea to maybe bring a musician, but that's setting myself up for failure, because if I fail a swift reform test so I could turn and face something, then I just lost 8 guys worth of shots, which is really not good. I really need to make every shot count with this army. And then 2 Iron Blasters. I've got 1 model assembled. I got to put together the second one. I pulled out the Thunder Tusk. The Thunder Tusk was cool because it was going to have additional shooting attacks, but I mean, this is probably going to be more effective, honestly, the second Iron Blaster. I did like the idea of having the Thunder Tusk on the back line behind anything. This way, when combat hit, it would cause an always strike last bubble, which would be great with ogres. Their initiative sucks, but being able to get all those attacks in before your enemy does anything, especially since all you have is light armor. I mean, toughness 4 is great, but you only have light armor, so they're going to die and take wounds. So that was nice. I might add it back in, but I don't know how to. If anyone has any suggestions, please list it below. And maybe it doesn't belong in this list for 2 reasons. Iron Blaster seems to be more effective. It's also a chariot. It could be good. But having a second Iron Blaster really adds to the whole element of black powder and the Leadbelcher army, so I think it fits a little bit better in there. So I just want to revisit the magic, since I'm going to be using more. Let me open up to that. Um, these bubble spells are great because now that I never really used the Noblars, and now that I'm going through it, it just says all friendly units for most of these spells. Let me find one. The caster can choose to target all friendly units within 12 inches. If he does so, it's increased to 14 plus, and that's giving them +1 strength. I mean, who really wants extra strength on Noblars? Whatever, it's not really worth it, but say Troll Guts, everyone within 12 inches gets a 4-up regen save. Well, shitty Noblars that are going to die quickly now have 50% chance of surviving. And that's nice. I mean, it's only a unit of 20 of them, but when you need to kill a lot of guys to win combat and get rid of Steadfast, I mean, this might be a nice little road bump. Um, what else? +1 toughness. All friendly models within 12 inches. I mean, my units are going to be tight together. Everything should be in that 12-inch bubble, hopefully. Um, but that might be interesting. So having toughness, I don't even know what Noblars are. They're toughness 2, toughness 3. Let me refer to that real quickly. Core, Noblars, they're toughness 3. So toughness 4 Noblars with regen. That's actually pretty funny. That might actually be mildly useful. So I'm not really a big fan of the Moss spell. It's just so dangerous, especially if you misfire, because that'll just eat your entire army apart. Um, yeah, so +1 strength, +1 toughness, regen, very useful. And then 24-inch range of give stubborn. I mean, if I'm gonna have a 12-inch bubble of leadership 9, and I can make these small units of Noblar stubborn and have regen, they might not break the first turn. Maybe. Big maybe. But they might not break. I mean, as long as I have one guy left and they're stubborn from the signature spell, which is only a 6 to get off, which, I mean, that could always be the last dice you throw if you've got an extra dice over. I mean, you only need to roll a 3 up, so, or even a 2, but I think 2 always fails. Yeah, so magic's good. And then the BSB with the flaming banner. Um, when I play with the boys, there isn't usually too much regen stuff. I mean, maybe a Chimera, maybe well, the Hydra doesn't even have it anymore, but he'll go into a unit of Leadbelchers and just shoot crazy fire bullets. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Add any more suggestions. I'll see if it fits or not. But this is what I'm going to go with. I should still make a couple adjustments, but yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.